The homeless woman who used to eat for free at my coffee shop one day, she took my love away. I used to think giving someone a free sandwich could only ever make the world a little better. That belief shattered the day the woman I'd fed for months walked in and called my boyfriend, son. My name's Eli. I run a small cafe in Portland, Oregon, tucked in between a bike shop and a record store that still plays cassettes. It's the kind of place where regulars know each other's drink orders and the espresso machine hisses like it's alive. For years, I've kept a quiet ritual. Every afternoon around 2:15, a homeless woman would appear outside. I never asked her name. She never gave it. But I'd hand her a sandwich, some warm coffee, and she'd always whisper, "Thank you, sweetheart." I didn't do it for praise. Honestly, I didn't think it mattered. Not until the day Noah walked into my life. Noah was, how do I say this without sounding insane? Unreal. Pale as moonlight, tall, with silver blonde hair that looked too perfect for Earth. His smile, though, had warmth. He wasn't like the other betas who came through town. Cold, clipped, indifferent. He was kind, gentle, and he liked my terrible coffee art. From the first latte I made him, something clicked. Over a few weeks, he became a regular. Then he became the reason I stopped looking at the clock. And one chilly Thursday night, he kissed me outside the cafe under flickering Christmas lights. I remember how he laughed when my hands shook, his voice barely above a whisper. "You're not used to happiness, huh?" I didn't answer. I just kissed him again. It was easy. Too easy, maybe. Noah was a beta, stronger, sharper. His scent always clean, grounding. I was just an omega with a tired coffee machine and the scent of espresso in my pores. But when he was around, I didn't feel lesser. I felt chosen. 3 months passed like a dream. He'd wait for me after my shift, his fingers tucked into mine as we walked home through the rain. He talked about staying, about not drifting anymore, about love. Then one afternoon, the woman came in. She wasn't supposed to. That was our deal. I'd give her food, warmth, and in return, she stayed outside. I respected her boundaries. But that day, she stepped in like she owned the place. I was mid-laugh, pressing a kiss to Noah's cheek as I passed him a cinnamon roll he liked. Then I heard her voice. Low, dry, unmistakable. "Noah." Noah froze. He turned around and the look on his face. It hollowed me. "Mom," he whispered. Everything inside me dropped. She staggered forward, weather-beaten and trembling. "You're alive." He looked like he was about to be sick. "I thought you were dead." Then, just like that, he dropped my hand. He didn't even look at me. Not once. I didn't know what to say. I stood there, behind the counter, heart in freefall, watching the man I loved wrap his arms around the woman I'd fed for months. He took her outside. No goodbye. No explanation. Just gone. I closed the cafe early that day, turned off the lights, burned the leftover pastries. I sat in the back room and stared at the locker where Noah used to leave little notes. "Can't wait to see you tonight. You're the best part of my day." I didn't sleep that night, or the next, or the one after that. 2 weeks passed. Then, one rainy morning, he came back. He looked thinner, tired. There were dark bruises under his eyes, like he hadn't slept either. "I'm sorry," he said, voice hoarse. "Are you?" I whispered. He sighed. "She's my mother. I thought she died when I was 15. She was addicted, sick. I ran away." I nodded slowly. "You didn't think to tell me?" I didn't expect her to show up. I panicked. He looked down at his shoes, then back at me. "I love you, Eli." I never stopped. She needs help." "So do I," I said. "But you didn't stay for me." His face crumpled. "I didn't know how." I shook my head. "You didn't try." A week later, I saw them together. She was walking more steadily, wearing a new coat, hair brushed. He was carrying grocery bags. They looked like family. They were rebuilding something I could never touch. He glanced at the cafe, our cafe, and looked away. That night, I burned the last note he ever left me. Months passed. Spring arrived. The cafe stayed busy, filled with college kids, tired nurses, lonely hearts needing caffeine and kindness. I learned to smile again, to breathe without hurting. I stopped expecting him to walk in. Then one morning, a man came in asking for work. He was tall, dark-skinned, with nervous eyes and a shy smile. An alpha. He'd just gotten out of a halfway house, trying to restart. I hired him on the spot. His name was Marcus, and he made terrible coffee, but he learned fast. And he listened. One night, I found him sitting by the window after close, staring at the rain. "You okay?" I asked. He nodded slowly. "Just wondering if I'm allowed to be happy." I sat beside him. I used to wonder that too. Weeks later, we kissed. There was no firework, no cinematic thunder. Just warmth, gentleness, a hand on mine that didn't let go. He didn't smell like Noah. He didn't move like him, didn't talk like him. But he stayed. Every time. And in that quiet, consistent love I healed. The woman still comes by sometimes. She doesn't need food now. She comes in for a cappuccino, always pays in full. She looks at me with something like guilt or gratitude. Maybe both. One day, she lingered at the counter and said softly, "Thank you for what you did. For both of us." I smiled at her. "You took something from me. I know. But you gave him back his life." She blinked, swallowed hard, then walked away. I no longer think a free sandwich can't cost anything. But I also know love that leaves still teaches you how to stay. And the next time it arrives, if you're lucky, it doesn't run when your world breaks. It helps you rebuild it, brick by quiet brick. Thank you for listening. If you find it interesting, please like and subscribe to follow the next stories.